Okay, so today I'm coming at you with the comparison between the all-in MM and the all-in PM, okay? So if you follow me, then you know on my channel I do have separate videos reviewing each one of them, but I don't have an actual comparison, and I just so happen to have both of them. One of them was a special order, and well, the other one actually was a special order, but I ordered the wrong size. Anyway, so when I first set out to get this bag, I only knew about the MM, okay? Because just to make a long, I'm sorry, I'm cutting my head off. So just to make a long story short, the PM, it's my understanding that the PM was never actually available in the US. It was only available in the UK. So when I found out about the MM, I'm thinking, oh, okay, yeah, I want to get the MM. You know, I'm gonna check it out. Well, some people who knew me and knew that I really liked big bags, but not like overwhelming bags, were like, you know what, you really need to go to the store and see it in person and check it out. And I was like, okay. And so I did, and I'm glad I did, because the MM size is not the MM size that you think of with, you know, a Cabas Mezzo bag, which is kind of an MM, or a Neverfull MM. It's not the same. It doesn't translate the same. This all-in MM is similar in size to a Neverfull GM, okay? So let me just tell you what the measurements are on this one. So you can see this is, it actually was not like as a handbag. It was on, I think like the travel section of their site when it was on there. And you can see it folds down flat because everyone's probably kind of going, what does this bag do? Okay, it actually does poof out, so hold on just a minute. But you can actually flatten it, which is the beauty of this bag. So, okay, the MM, when it's folded, it's 21 inches at the bottom and 21 inches at the top. It's 14 inches tall and it's 8 inches deep. Well, obviously when it's folded, it's not 8 inches deep, but the other measurements are the same. And then when it's fluffed, it's about 19 to 20 inches wide. Okay, so let me just fluff it out. Because see, you just open it up and then you just go like this. And then look at all that poof. Ooh, looky. Okay, so this is kind of how you have it when you poof it out. Okay, so now this takes on like a whole new look. It looks like a regular tote now, doesn't it? See? And you don't really lose any space on the inside either, because there was a video where the guy was talking about, you know, you kind of lose some space. I mean, maybe an inch, maybe, but you still have a ton of room. So again, the this is the MM size, and it's very similar to an Neverfull GM. You can see how, you know, how big it is. And like I said, I'm glad that I went and checked it out, because it would have been too monstrous for me. Well, I don't know. You know what? At the time I thought it was. I kind of look at it now and I go, you know what? It's not that big. And also, just to compare it to an Alto. So here's a Cabas Alto. So I guess it would actually be kind of similar. I know this video is not a comparison between these two bags, but they're both really big bags. And so anyway, you can kind of, just to give you an idea, if you've ever seen the Cabas Alto, which is the biggest of the Cabas, it's very similar to that, okay? So let me go ahead and get the PM of the all-in. Okay, so first of all, the measurements of the all-in PM are, when it's flat like this, are 19 inches at the top and bottom, and it's only 12 inches tall and 8 inches deep. So you have the same depth, and you really have the same length for the most part. I mean, 19, 21, and then the difference really is just the height. I mean, you've got 14, this is 14 inches tall, and it's only 12 inches tall. So this bag, the all-in PM, is very similar to a Neverfull MM, okay? It's definitely an MM size, because when I first learned of this bag, I was like, Mama don't do PM bags, okay? Mama does not do PM bags. But again, once I went to the store and tried on the MM, I was like, oh yeah, this is a big mama. I was like, okay, well, let me get my hands on a PM. So if you poof this one out, she looks a little more manageable, okay? Looks more like a Neverfull MM, yeah, that's right, Neverfull MM, like I said. Okay, so see, and you can kind of tell right off the bat, obviously this one is a lot taller, which makes it seem more monstrous, okay? But they're the same depth, and then really the same length. And the handle drop is also the same, I believe, too. Let's see, non-adjustable straps, 8.5 inches. Yeah, okay, that's right. Non-adjustable straps, and it's 8.5 inch drop on both of them. And you can see it's a pretty, like a minimalist bag. There's minimal vachetta on it. It comes with the little luggage tag. And then the inside, there's no fanciness in the inside except for one pocket, just like the Neverfull. You just got a pocket back here. I don't even think it has a D-ring. Yeah, no, there's no D-ring in this. But the pocket is pretty generous. And, okay, so what I wanted to show you, though, was like on the MM size. Okay, so just to kind of give you an idea. So, like, so right now I'm actually using what am I using? An Estrella. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my stuff in here just so you can see the how everything sits. I have my normal items with me, so it's my accessory pochette, okay? And I do like how everything is loosey-goosey in here. I'm going through a loosey-goosey tote stage right now, so I'm really liking that. My calendar, which is thin, it's just kind of, it's big, but it's thin. And then I have my Randoni pouch, okay, or sorry, this pouch came out of a Randoni, but I like it because it saves space because it's the envelope style, so it doesn't have a lot of depth to it. And then, okay, I actually downsized my wallet. So I used to use the organizer forever, the Zippy organizer forever, and then before that a Zippy Wallet. But I found this, I came across this in one of my live sales not too long ago. I think it's either the Aldridge or the Eldridge, one of the two. And it's still a Zippy Wallet, but it's just, and it carries everything I need. It's just smaller. And so I think it's only available in Verney too. And then I have some upcycled items, my tissue case and my pen holder. And you know what? I can just put those. Is this open? No, it's not open. Okay, so I can just actually stick those in here because this pocket's generous too. And then I have my case for my readers. I'm gonna go ahead and stick that in here too. Okay, and then what else? And then my little cigarette etui. It's what I keep my business cards in. This is a must-have. If you don't have one, you need to get one. And then I'll just throw that in there. And then, of course, I have my AirPods, and I'll just put those in that pocket, too. So, see, I have all this, well, it's not all this stuff, but look, it's just being swallowed in here. So, see, look at all that room. It just kind of all goes to one side. You still have a ton of room. It even, you still even have a lot of room left over in the PM size, too. But I just mainly wanted to show you in the MM size, which, again, it's called an MM, but it's really a GM. I know I keep saying that. And then, here's the other thing. So, if you have a little sweater, because, you know, I told y'all sometimes, like, I always like to have, like, a little sweater, a little something, because my mom's little arms get cold. And so that way I can just get this and just throw it in here on top, and I don't have to worry about it. And also, I have this thing where, what do I do with it? So, I like to have a car blanket, okay? Because sometimes in the car, Mama gets cold. And I also take it into church, too, because I like to have it on my lap. But anyway, it's actually, this little blanket came from American Airlines. No, Mama did not steal it. Someone else stole it, and they donated it to Goodwill, and then I bought it for $3. But anyway, it's the perfect little size, and so just so you can see, this is just a nice little lap blanket, and that fits in here. And, I mean, look, you still have, like, all this room in here, okay? And this, again, is the MM. So sometimes, I've said this before in other videos, you cannot translate all bags with the PM, MM, and GM. They're not the same, okay? There's just, I don't know, it just depends on the bag, really. I mean, we're all kind of thinking that GM means, you know, that's the biggest, and anything less than that is going to translate, but it just doesn't. And right now, like, it's pretty heavy because it has all this, you know, well, actually, I know those blanket's not too heavy. But anyway, so it's a big moment. This is going to be more of your beachy tote, your never full GM, your Cabas Alto, like that's what this one is, all the way, okay? And then again, on the PM size, which is a great, and that one can be a daily bag for people because, you know, I've got plenty of friends who love to carry the biggest size, you know, available. But then also on the PM, I can fit the same stuff. And like I said, everything still is pretty loosey-goosey in here. And then my calendar. And then I still have all those items in the side. Okay, I'll just go ahead and put them in here too. So I have some upcycled items, the tissue holder, and my readers. Okay, is that it? Oh, and my AirPods. Okay, so see, this is in the PM. And it's still, well, that calendar's making it look like, look, it's still loosey-goosey in here. And this is a PM, okay? So that's what I'm saying. So just so you know, this one, if you like big totes, but you're not like, you don't need the grande, then this is a happy medium. I mean, truly, it is. And like I said, this one was not actually available in the U.S. And I don't know that these are even still available. I don't remember if the MM is still available or not. They did have one, and it had red straps, red leather. That's the one I tried on. Oh my gosh, it was so pretty. But anyway, so you can see, again, they have the same depth, the 8 inches, okay, and you don't really lose much. I've already measured it. In the one video where I actually did, where it was just dedicated to this bag, I think I actually measured it on the inside so I could tell you, you know, how much room you have lengthwise on the inside. And usually when I carry mine, I also add my little padlock right here. So I have like my luggage tag, and then I have my little padlock too. So yeah, that's basically the difference. See, 14 inches to me is kind of my max on height. I don't really like for bags to be any higher than that, because then then it makes it hard to get into when you're like this. See, like, you're right here and you have all this, wow, there's just so much. So, but this, see, this is manageable because this kind of goes down and you're not doing this, you know what I'm saying? So that's what makes this a little easier. And then it does have a zip closure on these bags, which is one great thing about it, because y'all probably know on the Cabas Alto, it does not have a zipper closure, okay? This big mama tote. Now, the Cabas Mezzo and the Piano, they do, but this one does not. So, again, I know it's not a comparison between the all-in MM and the Alto, but you can see they're very similar. In fact, I think I did these two bags when I did my Battle of the Totes video series. I think there's like 3 videos where I was comparing totes. I don't remember if it's in that video or not, but anyway, you can kind of see these are both really tall bags. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. And if y'all don't already know, there's a lot of information in the description of this video about my live sales. I would love for you to be a part of that. I do those several times a week. I have my links to my Facebook and my website, although my website's kind of under construction, but anyway, and I also have a VIP texting group. If you will join that, you will be notified of when I go live all the time. I do not spam you. I just let you know when I'm going live. So anyway, I'll be talking to you real soon. Okay, bye!